The year is 2143. Humans and robots are living together in harmony, but robots can't dream. So, humans started making dream machines. The real question is, do androids dream of electric sheep? In Mech A Dream, you manage your own production workshop. You've got some assistants that you're going to be using throughout the day to create dream machines along conveyor belts in your workshop, and hopefully earn the most dream points by the end of the working week. To set up the game, you're going to place the factory board at the centre of the table using the green calendar side face up. Shuffle the economic machines and the resource machines, they're the blue and green ones, into a pile of 26 tiles. Shuffle them all together and draw the first two without flipping them over. Then shuffle the power machines, the red ones. Again, placing these onto the board and revealing this time one without turning it over. Finally, shuffle the 8 crystal machines, the yellow ones, and place them onto the yellow conveyor belt. You'll then shuffle the 10 delivery cards, removing 3, putting them back into the box, and then turning the first one over. Place all of the rainbow tokens and the 4 cloud tokens near the central board. Put the day marker on the number 1 of the calendar, and that's the central setup done. Each player then takes a workshop board and places it in front of them, taking 3 assistants and 2 electric sheep meeples of the colour of their choice. The assistants are placed in the locker room, with the electric sheep used to track points throughout the game. Set your electric flowers cursor to 3 and your magic ink value to 4. The player who has most recently dreamt of robots takes the first player marker, placing it sun side up. Mech A Dream is played over several rounds. There's a day phase and then a night phase. The day phase is split up into the morning, afternoon and evening, which each have their own symbol and assistant for you to use. Assistants can be used in one of 2 ways. They can either work in the factory or work in the workshop. If you're in the factory, you could place one of your assistants in the stockroom. You place it on the floor on the time of day that matches the assistant. You then take the type and number of resources available. If there's a wall, you choose which of the 2 options you want to take. You can have up to a maximum of 9 of each resource. If you go above this, you lose any further resources. The other place you can go in the factory is the delivery dock. Place your assistant in front of the gate that matches the time of day. For instance, if you're using your morning meeple, it would be in the green row, whereas if you're using the evening one, it will be in the orange one. You take the resources from the closest to the furthest in that order, but first you do have to pay the amount of electric flowers shown by the delivery card. The other location that you can use your workers are in the workshop. Choose one of the 6 machine tiles that's currently available, and this includes the ones that are on top of the piles. You must be able to pay the cost, which are in magic ink or in rainbows. That tile is then added to your conveyor belt based on the number next to the hourglass on the tile. You place your assistant onto that tile, and we'll come on to why in a minute. The other place you can go in your workshop is simply onto one of the tiles that's already on your conveyor belt, and this will help it move along quicker. That's because when every player has used their assistant for that part of the day, the first player says, "Time has passed." All players move the machines that are on their conveyor belt towards the end. It moves as many spaces as there are assistants, and more than one tile can be next to one space. When a machine moves off the end of your conveyor belt, it is constructed. The yellow and green tiles give you an instant reward of rainbows or dream points, whereas the blue and red cards will generate things later on. Note that both blue and red tiles flip over to become purple machines. Your first one is placed just under the conveyor belt, and then future ones follow the route of the wires. When you place the 7th, 8th and 9th machine into your workshop, you immediately get the number of dream points on the spot. You can build more than 9, and for each additional one, which you just put at the bottom of your board, you'll also get the 3 dream points as if it's a 9th machine. Once everyone has moved their machines, it's the end of that part of the day. You move on to, in the case of morning, you would go to the afternoon, or the afternoon, you'd go to evening. When you do this in evening, the round is over, but you will be going to the night phase. The first player indicates this by flipping over the start player marker onto the moon side. All players can do this part simultaneously, retrieving their 3 assistants and placing them back into the locker room. All players then activate their robot's effects. This includes the monitor screen that everyone has on the default board, giving them 1 magic ink drop. But you'll also activate any of the purple machines that you've fully constructed. Some of these will just give you resources or potentially dream points. Others, however, will have a cost to them indicated on the top of the machine and outputting what they then give you. Some machines give you hourglasses. These are one-time shifts down your conveyor belt for the machines you've got there. If a machine is completed in this way, you can benefit from its effects that night. At the end of the night phase, once everyone has done this, which can all be done simultaneously, you check to see if the end has been triggered. This is either that the 7th day has happened, or that one player has built 9 or more machines in their workshop. To score up, players are going to earn dream points from a variety of things. The first place to look is the dream points indicated by the current position of your electric sheep. Note that these are used to count up how many points you've got throughout the game, and if you ever go above 49, you just take the cloud token with a 50. Ever go above 99, flip that token over to reveal 100. For every small rainbow token, you'll get 1 dream point, and every large rainbow, you'll get 5 dream points. You'll also get 1 point for every 5 resources left in your workshop, and that is combining the electric flowers and the magic ink drops together. Simply, whoever has the highest total dream points wins the game, and can be proud of having produced so many wonderful dreams for their robot. And that's how to play Mech A Dream.